Summer's under boots that don't know where to go. A fork in the shadows where the wild hemlocks grow. I check the map, I watch the sky, I waited for a sign. But the moss is creeping over every boundary line. One way is golden, lit by a sun I'll never feel. The other is a jagged edge of cold and rusted steel. And oh, the road not taken is the only one I see. The ghost of the person that I was supposed to be is walking through the sunlight on the side I didn't choose, while I'm counting up the miles in these worn out heavy shoes. Every step I take away is a step I can't retake, just a ripple on the surface of a black and frozen lake. I wonder if the birds there sing a song I'd understand, if the water's any clearer in that unremembered red land. I'm haunted by a maybe, and I'm weary of the if, standing on the edge of every memory heavy cliff. I've worn a path in circles, trying to find a way back home, but you can't unlight a fire once the wood has turned to stone. They say that travel broadens, they say the soul is free, but this distance is a canyon between my life and me. I didn't pick the darkness, I just didn't see the light. Now I'm navigating blind through the middle of the night. Yeah, the road not taken is the only one I see. The ghost of the person that I was supposed to be is walking through the sunlight on the side I didn't choose, while I'm counting up the miles in these worn out heavy shoes. Every step I take away is a step I can't retake, just a ripple on the surface of a black and frozen lake. The leaves are turning black now, the sky is closing in. I'm 1,000 miles from starting, but I don't know where I've been. Just the road, the empty road, and the quiet where the other me should be. keeps on turning different to me. High above gardens where I can't take root, a bitter harvest, a phantom fruit, just a ghost in the vapor, a break in the light, lonely as a cloud in the middle of the night. I see all the porch lights flick on down below, where families are gathered in a warm amber glow. They're passing the salt and they're sharing the day, while I'm just a mist that is blowing away. No hand to hold steady, no anchor to cast, just a long lonely shadow that's tethered to the past. And I'm lonely as a cloud in a clear blue sky, with nowhere to fall and no reason to cry, just drifting above where the world used to be, while the earth keeps on turning different to me. High above gardens where I can't take root, a bitter harvest, a phantom fruit, just a ghost in the vapor, a break in the light, lonely as a cloud in the middle of the night. Sometimes I wish for a storm to begin, to break me to pieces and let the rain in, to crash to the pavement, to soak in the clay, to finally have somewhere permanent to stay. But the wind only whispers, not yet, not today. Yeah, I'm lonely as a cloud in a clear blue sky, with nowhere to fall and no reason to cry, just drifting above where the world used to be, while the earth keeps on turning indifferent to me. High above gardens where I can't take root, a bitter harvest, a phantom fruit, just a ghost in the vapor, a break in the light, lonely as a cloud in the middle of the night, just drifting so far away, lonely as a cloud, fade to gray, fade, fade to gray. The porch swing is rusting in the evening dew. I'm still in a left just to feel close to you. The shadow of the maple stretches long across the floor, like it's reaching for a hand that doesn't live here anymore. And there's a pale moon hanging in a hollow sky, too weak to glow, too tired to try. It's a silver ghost of the sun we used to know, just a cold white light with nowhere left to go. Yeah, it's hanging high. the silence makes it harder to think. The radio is humming some old forgotten tune about a lover who left much too soon. And there's a pale moon hanging in a hollow sky, too weak to glow, too tired to try. It's a silver ghost of the sun we used to know, just a cold white light with nowhere left to go. Yeah, it's hanging high, just as lonely as I. They say the tide will turn, they say the stars will shift, but I'm just a piece of wood in a heavy winter drift, waiting for a morning that's never gonna break, counting every second of this quiet little haze. Pale moon hanging, looking through the glass, watching all the hours and the heartaches pass. Don't look down, don't see me cry, just keep hanging there in that hollow sky. Pale moon, just a pale moon. Good night. Good night. We used to talk till the sky turned blue. Every word felt warm and true. Now the room is full, but it feels so small. Your shadow leans against the wall. I say your name inside my head. It echoes things we never said. Your eyes look past me like I'm not there. I breathe you in, but you're just air. It's the silence between us that's breaking my heart, louder than shouting, tearing us apart. We're standing so close, but worlds away, lost in the words we're afraid to say. I take a fight, I take the pain, anything over this quiet rain. It's the silence between us calling the end, where love fades out and we just pretend. Your phone lights up, mine stays dark. We circle around the same old spark. I trace the cracks in what we were, trying to read what's left of us here. Your laugh sounds distant, borrowed thin, like a song I used to live within. I reach for you, you pull away. Two truths we don't know how to say. It's the silence between us that's breaking my heart, louder than shouting, tearing us apart. We're standing so close, but worlds away, lost in the words we're afraid to say. I take a fight, I take the listen. If silence is safety, then why does it burn? Why do I ache for the words to return? I miss the sound of you needing me. Now all I hear is what we used to be. It's the silence between us, a closing door. Every quiet second hurts a little more. We're holding on while letting go, drowning in things we'll never know. I'd trade tomorrow for one last truth, one honest word, one spark of you. But the silence between us already knows how this ends, how this goes. So I'll leave the light on, even if you don't stay, for the words we lost along the way, in the space where love used to be, lives the silence between us and me. The tide is coming in, a slow and steady gray, to take back every secret that we whispered yesterday. The boardwalk is a skeleton, the carnival is still, and I'm just standing here against the rising wind and chill. I found the spot beside the pier where we used to hide, before the world got loud and before the feeling died. I'm watching the water pull the shoreline back again, erasing every letter of your name in the sand. I try to trace the edges to hold the shape of you, but the ocean doesn't care about the things we're going through. One way for the laughter, one way for the pain, until there's nothing left of us but salt and silver rain. The shells are broken pieces of the promises we made, just colors in the shallow surf that start to bleach and fade. I remember how you looked at me, the sun behind your head now. I'm just replaying every word we never said. The wind is picking up the grit and stinging at my eyes, or maybe it's just knowing how a memory finally dies. I'm watching the water pull the shoreline back again, erasing every letter of your name in the sand. I try to trace the edges to hold the shape of you, but the ocean doesn't care about the things we're going through. One way for the laughter, one way for the pain, until there's nothing left of us but salt and silver rain. If I scream it to the horizon, will the echo bring you back? Or am I just a silhouette on a fading coastal track? The sand is smooth and empty now, a cold and vacant slate, and I'm a little tired, and I'm a little late. The Y is gone, the O is filled with foam. The tide is high, it's time to go back home. But I'm still standing on the edge, with nothing in my hand, just the ghost of where I wrote your name in the sand. Just the sand. Just the sand. We used to talk until the sunrise broke, laughing at dreams you never wrote down. Now the silence says the words you won't. Your shadow still lives in this town. I'll keep your sweater on the chair by the door, like you're coming back for it someday. Every goodbye I've survived before didn't hurt quite this way. I tell myself I'll be okay in time, that love like this is meant to fade. But healing feels like learning how to climb, with every step replayed. The hardest part isn't losing your hand or sleeping alone in the dark. It's waking up and understanding you're gone, but you still have my heart. It's smiling like I moved on while I'm breaking apart. Yeah, letting you go was never the start. Living without you is the hardest part. I see your name in passing cars, in songs I don't wanna hear. Every memory pulls like open scars that never disappear. Friends say time will make me strong, that one day this won't hurt at all. But time just teaches me how to go on without answering your call. I practice breathing through the pain, pretend I'm fine when I'm not. I trade tomorrow just to feel again what we once had, what we lost. The hardest part isn't breaking down or crying when no one's around. It's learning to live in a life you left when love was the only sound. It's acting like I moved on while I'm tearing apart. Yeah, saying goodbye was only the start. Living without you is the hardest part. If loving you was a beautiful lie, I still believe it every day. 'Cause even now I won't deny I choose the hurt over walking away. The hardest part isn't letting go or knowing we won't restart. It's carrying all the love I still hold in pieces of a broken heart. I'll learn how to breathe, how to be okay, even if it's falling apart. 'Cause losing you is never the hardest part. Living without you is the hardest part. Yeah, living without you is the hardest part.